Dee. Oh, I gotta move the microphone over. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Coffee. me, moo. With Todd. Yee-hoo.
That's very good.
Morning, y'alls.
Morning.
The heck's that white stuff on the ground? What's happening around these parts?
It's just sugar snow.
It's sugar snow. Well, there you go. It is Maple House open weekend here in Vermont, so...
Maple House open weekend?
Yeah. Isn't that what it's called?
Sure. I don't know what it's called.
Whatever it says in the description of this video is what it's called. Maple Open House Weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
It's the weekend where you go to maple places and they're open and you can see their house.
And they have maple, right?
And they have maple. Yeah, it's a cool weekend in Vermont. Basically, every sugar house in the state opens their doors, and you can go by and, of course, get free samples. So that's always a plus. And you can see how maple syrup is made, and different maple open houses, different maple producers do different things. We know Jed's Maple has maple wood-fired pizza. They do sugar on snow. And some other stuff like that. We're going to play a video today from our friends Nick and Stephanie. I made this video maybe a couple of years ago. I tend to play it every year around this time because it's a really cool video, and it shows you the entire process of how maple syrup is made with our good friends at Maple Hill Farm. So I've got that video for you today. If you've seen it, it'll be a rerun, I guess. If you haven't seen it, it'll be brand new. But I'm really proud of the video, so we'll play it again. But we're going to do some songs, and we're going to do some cartoons and all that stuff first. So, yeah. So grab yourself a cup of coffee. It's Coffee with Todd. We're rocking. We're rolling. We're doing all that stuff. Chris says, Maple Open House Weekend, it was a sweet time. Sweet. Good morning, Lucy. Nice to see you. Long time no see, actually.
Good morning, Lucy.
I feel like it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've seen Lucy. There's Tim tuning in.
Good morning, Tim.
Tim sent me a text this morning that he was ready for Coffee with Todd. I think he was ready for Coffee with Todd before we were.
He was up and at 'em.
We have this new coffee pot, and it takes like an ungodly long time to brew. Like, I swear it takes 15 minutes to brew a pot of coffee, but it feels like it's done after 7, and we just sit there and wait for the lights to turn off. And I think Danielle got impatient and unplugged my coffee pot. So if my coffee tastes terrible this
fault.
morning, it's Danielle's fault.
No, I waited till it was done. It's just the light wouldn't turn off.
Morning, Maxine.
Good morning, Maxine.
Good morning, Mr. Rose.
Good morning, Tim.
There's Al in the his house.
Good morning, Al.
Good morning, Al.
I know every time it comes in my head too.
Oh, I love that. I should learn how to play that song.
Yeah. Yes.
A man walks down the street, he says.
Why is it so soft in the middle?
Yeah, why are you so soft in the middle now? The rest of my life is so hard. Where's my wife and family? What if I die here? Who'll be my role model now that my role model's gone? She's ducked back down the alley with some roly-poly little back-faced girl. And all along, there were incidents and accidents. There were hints and allegations. And if you be my bodyguard,
I will be your long lost pal.
That's such a good song.
I will call you Betty. You're gonna say call
And
me Al.
Betty,
That's the whole
when
point of
Coffee with Todd starts, we'll call you Al. Yeah.
Call me Al.
Good morning, Papa. Harrison, good morning. Thanks for tuning in again. All right, I need coffee.
That's what happens when we don't have any coffee, right?
That's right. I wonder if I can come up with a solo arrangement of You Can Call Me Al.
Do it.
Maybe I'll play around with that today. Since it's snowy and cold. Actually, I didn't even look at the temperature. What is the temperature out there? I know it snowed last night, it was 50 degrees yesterday and sunny. It was kind of beautiful. And then it started raining, and then it turned to white rain.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
17.
It's 17 degrees right now? How's that possible?
And the high is 28. Oh my goodness, yesterday was warmer than today.
Wow, it's only going to get to 28 today.
Yeah, but sunny all day long.
All right. Well, probably a lot of that snow will melt, but... Yeah. Chris says he doesn't drink... Chris wants to know who Betty is, first of all. Chris says he doesn't drink coffee. He does not drink coffee. I don't know how you can function without coffee. But Chris does drink caffeine. I know this for a fact. I drink coffee. That's why this show's called Coffee with Todd. Oh my God, that's hot. Whoa! It's good coffee, though. What do we got today? Pete's off the grid. Pete's off the grid, medium roast. Means Pete's not watching the show if he's off the grid.
He's enjoying his coffee.
All right, let's get this show started, shall we? So yeah, on the show today, we're celebrating Maple Open House Weekend with a trip to the Maple Hill Farms in Barton, Vermont to learn how maple syrup is made. Of course, we've got cartoons for you. We got songs. I got a show to tell you about. We got a lot of stuff. We better get going. So, yeah. Grab yourself, in this case, a piping hot cup of coffee, almost boiling. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. I'm Todd. Coffee with Todd starts. Oh, yeah. Right now. All right. So what'd you guys all do this weekend so far? Yes, Maple Open House Weekend. Should have made pancakes. Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan. Oh, hey.
And Chris is reminding us of the cruelty of life here. As we complain about having snow here in Vermont, Chris reminds us that there are kids in Florida who don't even have snow. I used to have, when I was a kid, my parents were friends with an older couple named Fred and Ann. They went by the names Fearless Fred and Raggedy Ann. And they gave me this snow globe. And what it was, you know, a snow globe, but there was just water in it. And floating in that water were 2 pieces of coal, a carrot, and a hat. And it said Florida Snowman on it.
That's cute.
I wonder where that is.
Oh, that's cute.
That's probably long gone and broken at this point, but I always loved that. That was pretty cool. Chris said he went to Maple Open House Weekend. Yeah,
Nice.
It is Maple Open House Weekend here in Vermont. We're going to be celebrating Maple, but first we're going to do some songs and we're going to do some cartoons and we're going to drink some coffee. So let's talk Maple. Let's see, what is your favorite way to consume Maple? Do you like the maple candies? Do you like the tried and true maple syrup? And if so, what grade do you like? That's always an interesting one right there. Do you put it in your coffee? Some people do. Instead of sugar, they put maple syrup in their coffee. I don't generally put sugar in my coffee, but Nick and Stephanie make an actual crystallized powdered form of maple sugar. And sometimes I have put it in coffee, but it's pretty rare. But we use it to cook with and stuff. It's pretty good. Good morning, Aaron. Aaron in the house.
Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Marie.
Good morning,
Murray in the house. We have so many people in our house. How'd you get past the How'd you get past security?
At our coffee house.
Yeah. All right, what song am I singing, Danielle? I don't have any songs about. No, I do not. Sold the farm to take my woman where she longed to be. We left our kin and all our friends back there in Tennessee. And I bought those one-way tickets she had often begged me for. Took her to the streets of Baltimore. Filled with gladness when she saw those city lights. Said the prettiest place on earth was Baltimore at night. Now a man feels proud to give his woman what she's longing for. A kind of life, the streets of Baltimore. I got myself a factory job. I run an old machine. I bought a little cottage in a neighborhood serene. Now every night when I come home, with every muscle sore, she dragged me through the streets of Baltimore. Tried my best to bring her back to what she used to be, but then I learned she loved those bright lights more than she loved me. Now I'm going back on that same train that brought me here before, while my baby walks the streets of Baltimore. While my baby walks the streets of Baltimore. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
I was wondering how people got into the house. Tim says your guard turkeys aren't doing their job. I think the guard turkeys are retired.
I don't know. They're on vacation or something.
Yeah, where are they?
I haven't seen them in the last 2 days.
Paul says, good morning, friends. I like the
Morning,
maple
Paul.
creamies from Sweet Scoops in front of the junior high in Derby.
Aren't they open?
I
thought I saw somewhere.
So I don't know.
Yet.
I do know that Sweet Scoops in Barton is open,
okay,
but I think they had to
is.
wait in Derby for the ground to desaturate a little bit because there's a skating rink there in the winter, so it's been flooded all winter, and I believe they have to wait for the grass to stop being soggy. So I don't know if they're open, but they are in Barton. And Tim and Doug's is open. I had to go to Pick and Shovel yesterday. I didn't put this picture on my computer, but I had to go to Pick and Shovel yesterday to do some shopping. I was looking for felt. By the way, they don't have felt there. They have everything on earth there, but they don't have felt. But look at that line of people lined up to get ice cream yesterday. Now, it's probably 48 degrees and cloudy at this point. It was sunnier earlier in the day. But they were telling me that opening day on Thursday, there was a line of traffic right past the edge of Pick and Shovel in there. If you're from the area, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's a big store. So it's right past their entire building. There was people waiting almost around the corner for ice cream. I'd like to visit the moon on a rocket ship high in the air. I'd like to visit the moon, but I don't think I'd like to live there. Well, I could look down on the earth from above, but I miss all the places and the people I love. So though I might like it for one afternoon, I don't want to live on the moon. Well, I'd like to travel the sea. I could meet all the fish everywhere. Yes, I would travel the sea, but I don't think I'd like to live there. Well, I could stay for a day if I had my wish, but there's not much to do when your friends are all fish, and an oyster and clam are not real family. So I don't want to live in the sea. I like to visit the jungle, hear the lions roar, go back in time and see a dinosaur. There's so many strange places I'd like to be, but none of them permanently. So if I should visit the moon, well, I'll dance on a moonbeam, and then I'll make a wish on a star. I will wish I was home once again. Well, I could look down on the earth miss all the places and the people I love. So though I may go, I'll be coming home soon. 'Cause I don't want to live on the moon. No, I don't want to live on the moon.
Yay!
I love that song.
That's a good song.
Sesame Street, 1984.
That's a good year.
Circa 1984. Ernie. Sing that song. Jim Henson, baby. That's one big moon, says Aaron. Where the... That is one big moon where the anvils and pianos fall from the air. Aaron's writing new lyrics for me. There's so many strange places you can be 3D, but I prefer to be in 2D. Amazing. Hey, Sam, what's going on, man? Wish I played guitar. Well, my friend, I can teach you. And all I need is some money funneled to me. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh.
You just... Uh-oh. Was that your hand that did that?
It was my ring on
your ring.
This is a pretty guitar. Paul says, that's no moon, that's a space station. That's right, and the Earth's flat. What's that song even about? On top of spaghetti. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's do a rocker. Want to do a rocker? I love this guitar very much. This guitar's name is Ferdinand. I named it after my grandfather because of the F on the headstock here. It looks like a coffee cup that he used to have that said Fern, and it's a very similar font. I know it's a little fuzzy on the... Yeah. Well, just about a year ago, I set out on the road, searching my fame and fortune, looking for a pot of gold. Well, things got bad, hey, things got worse. Well, I guess, things got bad. I guess you all know the tune. I forgot the chords, now I know. Oh, Lord, stuck in Lodi again. All right, I got it now. I figured it out. I need more coffee. Rode in on a Greyhound. I'll be walking out before I go. This is what I should have done. Well, I was just passing through here. Must be 7 months or more. Ran out of time and of money. Well, it looks like they took my friend. Oh, Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. The man from the magazine, he said I was on my way. $1 for every song that I've sung. Every time that I had to play where people sat there drunk, you know I'd take the next train back to where I live. No, Lord, stuck in Lodi again. Oh, Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. Oh, Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. Oh, Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again.
You want to hear something funny?
What's that?
I almost said that song first this morning
Really?
when you asked me. Yeah, that was funny.
I forget how freaking great this guitar sounds. Why does this guitar sound so good? Why do you sound so good?
Because it's a good guitar.
Oh, yeah. I don't play it as much as I should. There is a reason. It's got a wider neck than most of my other guitars, so I have to...
You're doing neck gymnastics?
Yeah.
Finger
Yeah.
gymnastics?
I play it... I kind of like playing it in open tuning better, but doesn't matter. It's a great sounding guitar.
Yes.
It's really opened up in the last few years. That's custom made, by the way. That was custom made for Todd Pronto.
Yeah.
Back when it looked like I might actually have a career in music. And then COVID came and killed the world, and Todd's career went... And now I draw cartoons and do coffee with Todd. Anyway, let's look at cartoons. Do I know any Grateful Dead? I don't. At one point, Micah, my buddy Micah, and I were working on Friend of the Devil. And then, of course, everybody knows that Grateful Dead song. I should learn, you know what my favorite song is? I should learn this. Operator, can you help me? Help me if you please. Yeah, maybe I'll learn that one. Good morning, Lindy.
Good morning, Lindy.
Good morning, Dadster.
Good
Oh my
morning,
God.
Dexter.
I missed some of Paul's quotes, but we were talking about how the earth was flat, because duh. And he's like, yeah, the moon landing, it was all filmed in a television studio at NKTV. That's right. Wait a minute. I do not think the earth is flat. I'm just saying because it's funny. I think it's funny. Obviously, I'm a scientist. You can trust everything I say. They make scientists wear these hats.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Touch of Grey. Yeah, that would be a good one. Oh, Ripple. Yeah. All right, I might have to learn a Grateful Dead song.
Whoa.
Ripple in still water. Let's do cartoons real quick. Hey, I changed the logo for Midlife Thesis. I updated it. Look at this. There we go.
Whoa.
Look at old Marty and Leo right there. I do cartoons as well. Not only am I a world-class singer, I also am a world-class cartooner. Cartooner. I'm a cartoonerist as well. You can see my website right here, midlifethesis.net. New cartoons come out every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Friday. That's a hell of a schedule to stick to while working a 40-hour job week. But I do it. Ask Danielle, what do I do all night?
Yep, cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's my life now. Cartoons.
Cars. He tunes cars.
Tunes cars right up. Face Life
What?
and Insta Post, Midlife Thesis cartoons, Reddit Midlife Thesis cartoons. That's where it all lives. And yeah, let's see, which cartoon is this? It also comes out in the Newport Daily Express on Mondays and Fridays. They're on a little bit different schedule than I am. Yeah, so it's the next one. All right, so I'll show you it in the paper after. Here's the cartoon that came out on Wednesday. Right here. Was that your stomach growling?
Yep. Already.
Oh
Everybody else
my.
hear that?
Danielle needs some pancakes.
Yep.
I really was a crossing guard at the crosswalk before class, so I stole that idea for this, and it was that very crosswalk. Okay, there's that one, and then on Fridays and Mondays. So that cartoon, I guess, came out Monday. I don't know. Anyway, on the back page, it's in color this week. This cartoon right here. Turn it this way. Look at that in print. There's just something about seeing it in print that's pretty satisfying. But there's the cartoon right there. It's a little hard to read on the screen. Have you guys gotten through it yet? I probably should have read it out loud, but I didn't. All right. And Sunday, the Sunday strip comes out. Today's Sunday. What cartoon came out today? Why this one? I'll read this one for you because there's a lot of panels and, you know, it might be hard to read on your screen. So, as you can see on Sundays, Marty is usually going to see his therapist. And she says, "You look deep in thought today, Marty." And Marty says, "I am." And she says, "What's on your mind?" And he says, "I'm just pondering something my dad said to me the other day. Sometimes my dad says some weird stuff. I can't tell if it's because he's getting older or if he just doesn't know what he's talking about. Dad says I'm taking him and Mom for granted. It's granted. What's he even talking about? That makes no sense. The expression is taken for granted. Since when do I have a rock collection? But, ching. There we go. Those are the cartoons. I got a show coming up. I mean, I have a bunch of them coming up, but this is the only one that's set in stone by Paul Stone. This show is set in Paul Stone. August 16th, Derby Line, Vermont, Blues Night at the Haskell Opera House. Keep it bluesy, baby. There's a link in the description, I think. Hold on, let me check. Real quick, like. Yeah, I can't check while I'm live. I'm almost 99% sure that there's a link in the description of this video if you'd like to pre-buy your tickets. And if there's not, Paul will post it in the comments. Right, Paul? But I'm 90% sure it's in there. Anyway, that's going to be a super blast. That's going to be super fun. All right, now, let's see. Let me catch up on my... Let me catch up on my comments here. Oh, Mike's late. Don't apologize, Mike. You're here. That's all that matters.
Hey,
Grab
Mike.
yourself some coffee. Aaron says, "I love cartoons.
Yeah.
So much better than moons." Man, you're a rhyming fool today. All right. So it's Maple Open House weekend here in the state of Vermont, and all across the state of Vermont. You can drive to any sugar house within reason. I mean, most of them participate. Any sugar house is going to open you with welcome arms. They're going to welcome you with open arms today. All to celebrate Maple. And since we can't go there on the show live, I have a video that I did with our friends Nick and Stephanie from Maple Hill Farms a couple years ago. I'm going to play it for you right now because it's real cool. We visit their sugar house in Barton, Vermont. They show us the entire process of how maple syrup is made. So I couldn't think of a better thing to do on Maple Open House Weekend than show y'all this vidya. So, without further ado, let's go make some maple. I'm here at Maple Hill Farm in Barton, Vermont to learn a little bit about how maple syrup is made. You'll remember Maple Hill Farm. We got our Christmas tree here back in December. It looks a little bit different now. And lucky you, they are boiling sap right now. Check this. That smoke coming out of the stack does not mean that they've got a new pope. It means maple syrup. Let's go learn how it's made. So I'm here with Nick and Stephanie at Maple Hill Farm. It's farm, there's no S, right? Okay. And we're gonna make, the last time we were here, we got a Christmas tree. I'm thinking no Christmas trees today?
No, not today.
But we're actually gonna learn how to make maple syrup. Should I do a disclaimer, like don't try this at home? Let's just hope people
It's helpful for the business strategy if you don't try it at home.
Yeah, don't try this at home. So what's back here?
So we have the two main lines, and it goes up the hill, and it's tapping all the trees, and it's coming into this releaser. The releaser holds the vacuum, and after this bucket is full, it releases the sap that's came in on these lines. We can do it manually right now.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Manually, and it releases all the vacuum.
I was just gonna ask, so is there a vacuum that's like consistently pulling?
Yeah, consistently pulling. And there you hear it was there wasn't much sap in the bucket, but right. Anyways, then it dumps into the tank. And then from the tank, it goes inside.
Can I see it if I? Oh yeah, look at that.
Not much in there today.
It's probably ran throughout the course of the day, right? Because we're here kind of later in the day.
Yeah, it was running more this morning. And then it goes inside and gets separated through the reverse osmosis.
Okay. So we'll check that out. Before we do that, though, so I see you have some buckets on the trees.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the old school.
That's the old school.
Do you still collect it all with the bucket?
Oh yeah. Well, we have 90 buckets.
Yeah.
And and I think all we have.
She's running there right now.
Yeah. We haven't collected today this little area.
Yeah.
But we had 53 gallons earlier on the other trees.
But the lines make it so
the
much
tree,
more efficient.
yeah, it's way more efficient. You couldn't do it.
You'd have to have a team of 40 people or whatever.
Yeah.
Can we have some sap?
There's a little bit in there.
All right.
You want to tell them about the bucket?
It's aluminum sap bucket.
So they changed the
for food safe.
Yep.
Food
made
safe.
These food safe.
There's no more lead solder.
Right.
Oh yeah.
There's no galvanized.
Right.
Buckets.
The old buckets were fatter and shorter too, right?
We do have some old galvanized here, but we put plastic liners in them.
Food grade.
Food grade,
yeah.
right? Food grade, FDA approved.
Yeah.
So that we could still use the old buckets.
Right. That's kind of cool.
We've got a collection this year. We have some plastic ones over there too, and they're very full. I can see it from here.
Plastic. So you're gonna go dump that in there.
Yeah.
So there's two. That's old school, and then this is new school.
You got it.
With the pipe. Now, how far do these pipes go?
The one on the left, or closest to us, that goes about 1,500 feet up the hill.
Yeah.
And the other one's probably, the one that on the other ridge, it probably goes 600 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, there's about 400 taps that come in.
Now, if you didn't have a vacuum pulling, it would just sit in the lines, right?
Well, it's all supposed to be graded, so that it slopes.
Yeah.
But it helps. The production's the night and day difference with a vacuum.
I bet.
Yeah.
And the trick is, correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know much about maple syrup. This is just what I hear on the street. So you want cold nights and warm days.
Yeah, cold nights, warm days, so they freeze.
Which is what we've had. Like last night, it was below 30 degrees. There's some more.
That one was a better one. I love buckets.
So today it's 63 degrees, but last night it was probably 32.
Yeah.
So that's
probably. Today's getting a little too hot. We'd like, 45 would be perfect.
Really?
45, 42. Today's almost too hot.
So does the tree shut down when that happens? Or?
Yeah, they stop producing, and it just creates the trees. When the trees start budding, it creates an off flavor,
Right.
and then you can't. It's not maple. It's not syrup that you want to use
So you want to get it before the tree starts
to bud.
Yeah. So where are we in the production season? Are we getting
very
towards
at
the end? Yeah.
The woods around here, probably in the next day or two, we'll be done.
Really?
And Sheffield, we probably got another week and a half.
Because of the higher elevation.
Higher elevation. I think the
It's
below.
cold out there.
It's like 1,600
Yeah.
feet at the bottom,
Wow.
and like
Yeah.
2,200 feet at the top.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit more, and then you have to truck that here.
Yeah, we haul it every day.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
And by we, he means him.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is the staff right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
And I
this
have
is-
a full-time job.
Right.
So I'm not usually here Monday through Friday.
Awesome. So so you take the sap. The sap comes out of the trees. It goes down these little lines like a roller coaster. It goes in here, and then
Heads inside
Heads
to
inside.
the RO room.
the RO room.
That's what we call it.
That sounds very reverse osmosis.
Yes.
I got it. It sounds very technical when you call it the RO room. So is this the RO room?
This is the RO room.
So by reverse osmosis, what exactly does that mean?
It is taking water out of the sap,
Okay.
so that we can process it faster than straight. It comes out of the tree at 2%.
Yeah.
So it
Sugar
takes
content.
right. So it takes like 42 gallons of sap to make a gallon of syrup, and now we're putting up to 8%. So it takes it's taking about 8 gallons. Once we put it through the machine, we only have to boil 8 gallons to make 1 gallon of
Oh
syrup.
wow. So that
It's just
increases
energy
production.
efficient.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you don't use this machine, you're gonna get 1 gallon for every 42 gallons of sap that you collect.
Yeah,
by
and
using this.
Yeah.
you're gonna get 25 gallons of syrup to every cord of wood you burn.
Oh wow.
Now we're making almost 100 gallons for every cord you burn.
That's amazing.
So
Wow. So
saves my back.
Yeah, sure. So this is an important little machine then.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the reverse osmosisizer.
Yeah.
I think that's the technical term.
It sounds like a good technical term.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what we just saw out there
Yeah.
comes in these white pipes.
Comes in down here.
Oh, the blue pipes. Yeah.
The sap is right here at this level, and it goes
Oh
in.
yeah. Okay.
Um,
Oh yeah. You can see.
and right now the other tank is.
Whoa.
This is the water tank. Once it gets separated, all the water goes back outside into the other tank. It's a 1,500 gallon tank out there.
Oh,
And
I see.
We use it for cleaning.
So you're pulling the water.
We're separating water. The water goes out for cleaning, and we're separating, washing this machine. And then once it goes through the machine, you separate it. The water goes either upstairs so that we can wash the tanks, wash the evaporator,
Yeah.
or right now it's opened up so that it's going out in that tank.
Wow.
The sugar right now, we could either go put it back in the raw sap and concentrate it even higher, but we don't.
Right.
Right now the concentrate is going upstairs to the head tank to go into the evaporator.
Wow.
So that's
So you're not just burning the water
No.
off to
No.
evaporate it. You're actually
we're separating.
reusing it.
Yeah, and we're reusing all the water for cleaning and
That's
whatnot.
amazing.
Yeah.
drinking?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
You
it
can
tastes
drink
great. There's no
Yeah.
minerals in the water. They say it's perfect for washing your car because it won't give you any streaks, nothing.
Right. Oh,
I
wow.
drink it.
Yeah. Are there nutrients in it?
No, everything's
'Cause it's all-
everything's stripped, and all the minerals, everything goes upstairs with the sugar,
Yeah.
and that's why we're filtering. And
Wow. That's amazing.
Yep.
See, I didn't know any of this. Like, if you don't know this, you just think that you get the sap out of the tree in a bucket and you put it on the stove and you boil it.
But it's gonna be.
Yeah, you can, and people do, but it just takes a very long time.
And you get very
And you get little, and you're likely to burn a pan because
Sure.
it's gonna boil over at some point as well. And yeah, we know a lot of people would burn pans.
Oh, I bet. So then the sap's in here and it's heating up. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. How long does it need to boil for?
I'm not. It takes 8. We can make probably 10 gallons an hour.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yep. So this machine boils 120 gallons of sap an hour.
Wow.
We got it scoped and ready to go.
That's amazing. So it's not, I mean, it's not a fast process by any means, which is why it's so good.
That's right.
It's not, this isn't a get rich quick scheme, I'm guessing.
And it's definitely a labor of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't a passion,
Yeah, if you're not passionate about it, you don't usually keep doing it.
it'd be silly.
Yeah.
It's like anything though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it boils in here.
Yep.
So it turns, so the sap literally turns into maple syrup. And then when it's ready, it comes out here.
Here.
Hot.
Yep.
And it comes out hot, so you can't. If you put it on snow, it'll just melt it. That's a whole other thing.
That's
right?
a whole, yeah.
Sugar on snow.
That's cooked up to 260 or 2.
Yeah, and this one is going to be up to like 218.
You'll cook your pan. You'll burn your pans if you try to do that.
Yeah.
Out of there.
So what got?
That was me last year.
Oh, did you try it?
Oh, I made candy
Make candy out of
and
the pans.
ruined his pans.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's right, because you do maple syrup, but you also do
Sugar, maple
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've been
Sugar
using
and
that
seasonings and
maple
maple
curry
cream.
spice.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know it's good because Danielle doesn't like spice, and
Oh, that's
you don't
great.
really taste any spice in it. It's just
It's just got a flavor.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what got you into
Awesome.
sugaring? Is this something you grew up with?
My
Or?
aunt and uncle did it, and I was exposed to it probably in 2nd, 3rd grade,
Yeah.
doing buckets and got hooked on it. High school came, and I started tapping this with buckets. And we had a little homemade arch. I used to do that after school. And then after college, this land came up for sale, and I'm like, oh, I could actually make this a real thing.
Right. So, but you were tapping on this land.
I've been tapping on it since probably when I was 7th grade, 6th grade.
So you grew up around
I
here.
grew up just a quarter mile down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
in high school, you were probably making
I mean,
enough for the family.
Yeah, maybe 15 gallons was a great year.
Yeah. 15 gallons ain't gonna cut it down.
Yeah, no.
Because you guys ship like all over the place.
All
Yeah.
over, we hit every single state last year.
Yep. Every single state.
And then we had Germany, Australia.
Really?
Yeah. We had
Canada.
somebody paid premium shipping to send stuff to Germany, and I
He
thought
said it
he.
was cheaper than an airline ticket.
Right? Yeah, sure. There
I
you
know.
go.
I didn't think he'd want us to actually fill the order. I said, well, shipping's going to be, at least $80 to get there. And he's like, yeah, well, it's cheaper than an airline ticket. So we sent it.
Well, and they probably
Yeah.
don't have maple syrup in
No,
Germany. I would
Yeah.
assume. I don't know.
it was
That's
really
not bad.
exciting.
Yeah. This isn't all they like. How early do you start? And
I started today at 3, and we'll probably get done at 7 or so.
But you
3 in the
collected all
morning.
day.
But no, 3 tonight I started boiling.
oh, okay. Okay.
I started this morning around 7.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, going out to the woods, checking all the tanks, getting the vacuums going,
Yeah.
and pumping out all the sap and hauling it back here.
Wow. So it's a busy time of year.
Yeah, it's a busy time of year.
Well, the other day he worked from 7:30 in the morning until 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and,
that was.
I mean, it was a
rough. Woo, that was
and
a
then
big
up
day.
at 7:30 the following morning. Well, out the
Sleep
door.
4 hours, go back.
Out the
and
door
help
at
you do it all over
7:30.
again.
Yeah, and then you got home I think at 11:30, and then it was
Yeah.
7:30
There was 2
and
nights
5.
that were like 22-hour days.
Yeah.
But this is your shot. Like if you don't hit it,
You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like you said, once the trees start to bud,
Now
then
you're done.
Oh yeah, it's a limited window, so you get really exhausted in the process, but
It's like 6 weeks.
you know that it's a short season.
yeah. Has it been a good season?
It's been
Because the last couple have been.
last year was really rough.
Yeah.
This year it's probably gonna be our best year.
Good.
Yeah. So, amen.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. Because how long have you haven't been here all that long?
We built this 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think this is our 4th year boiling here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
yeah.
And of course you got the Christmas trees on the other side.
We got the Christmas trees. And,
Danielle and I have come a couple times for that.
yep. And
And honey too. Like you don't do the honey.
my father does the honey
Yeah.
right now. We have the beehives, and we'll probably we'll start it this year. We
Yeah.
have time. And
We
have
might
sleep.
not have time.
Yeah, you might not have time. You might be a little busy, huh?
Yeah.
So you're trying to increase the workforce? Is this what you're
I
Yeah.
know. I need more help. You know?
I told him it's gonna take a little while.
doing? It'll take a few years.
yeah.
But it looks like it's getting pretty. How do you know when it's done?
There's a little test probe right here that
Yeah.
sits in the sap, and when it comes to temp, here's the test probe.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
When it comes to temp, it automatically draws off.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's getting close. It looks like.
Yeah, I just pulled it out of the sap, so that's
Oh, it's
why
climbing back up.
that's
Yeah.
climbing back up.
So this is literally the degrees of the sap.
That's what
boil.
sap's boiling today. It's usually 7 degrees above boiling water,
Okay.
which would be 219. But based on the atmospheric pressure, it varies from day to day.
Ah.
So when we were drawing off, I was testing it, and it was testing to make sure that it was at syrup. Yep.
So when is this gonna open up? Floodgate.
It's gonna open up at 218 even.
Oh, so we're gonna capture this live then.
Yes.
I saw this earlier, but we're gonna do it again, and I'm gonna explain it a little bit. I'm not gonna explain it. I don't know any of this crap. They'll explain it.
You got your finished pans. This is your front, your back finished pans. Then this big one out here is your flue pan.
Okay.
And then you have their hoods. And it's just to keep the steam out of the building.
But
Right.
usually the
So
terms
that's-
used
Yeah.
interchangeably. Arch, evaporator,
right,
like
right.
it pretty much means the same thing.
And so the smoke that we saw before we came in is this.
The smoke is the back stack.
Oh, that's letting the
That's
wood,
where
the wood
that's where
smoke
the
out.
woods, the smoke from the woods going up. These two are just steam stacks.
So I told everybody that the smoke meant that you were making maple syrup, which is true, but that smoke was just wood smoke.
Yeah, the wood. That's the right.
The dark cloud
The dark
is
cloud
the
is
wood
the wood
smoke.
smoke.
The light clouds
The little
are steam.
Steam is
Ah.
steam.
Yeah.
So light cloud is syrup, dark
Yes.
cloud, yeah. That was close. I told everybody that it didn't mean that they selected a new pope.
That's funny.
So we must be getting close now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when you put it in the glass.
Yeah.
Do
We'll.
you do that here? Or?
Nope. We do it right in our basement at home. We have
Yeah.
a food grade kitchen in our basement to do all the bottling, so it's easy at home.
So after, okay, oh, here it comes
There we
again.
go.
So the sap's gonna come out again. There, and it's coming faster this time. Heat it back up. So we're gonna get like 3-ish gallons?
You never really know.
You never know.
No, you take, get what comes out.
Interesting.
Then you throw more wood in, and it keeps running.
Wow, that's wild. Oh, it's coming out.
Yeah.
And so it's coming out warm. It's coming out, I'm guessing, at about 218.1 degrees.
You're perfect. Right.
So it comes out really hot.
Yep.
Is it thinner? Does it thicken up as it cools, or does it stay?
It thickens up as it cools, but
Yeah.
it's technically syrup. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So different grades.
Different grades.
Is that the time is the year? Is that
Yeah,
how that works?
mostly. We have our grading system.
Because I know they changed it. It used to be like, didn't it used to be like grade A, and now it's fancy or something? Or?
And you got your golden delicate,
Yeah.
your amber rich, and your dark robust, and then we'll hold it up to.
Yeah.
And you can
So they don't call it fancy and medium
no,
anymore.
not anymore.
Ah. So fancy is now called golden delicious or
Golden, yeah, delicate.
red delicious, Granny Smith,
Yeah.
dark robust.
Dark
Interesting.
robust.
So when this comes out, well, it's got one more step. It's going to go into this machine.
Yeah.
We'll do that in a second. When do you and then you compare it to that to
Yep,
see what kind of?
We'll do it in a second. We'll do it right after this.
All right. So now he's taking this super hot syrup and he is pouring it into
Canister.
this thing, whatever this may be.
And it's gonna go through the filter press.
Okay. So this is a. So what does this do?
It takes out a lot of the excess minerals.
Yeah.
There's more minerals in syrup than your body can handle, and it clarifies it all so that it's table ready.
So if I were to drink this syrup without it going
Right.
through this thing,
You probably have the shits.
really, like just from a,
supposed to say that on
I don't know.
it's not TV.
Diarrhea.
Is it like would that just be from like a teaspoon or?
No, you need like the quantity.
Yeah.
Oh, so look at this. So.
And Todd's
What is
going.
the film you doing it, Todd?
You want
Oh,
to?
no, that's okay. I don't want to mess it up. Wow, look at that.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's what I would have done. Look at that.
But we also have test bottles.
So you put
Every
put
day
it in
it's-
that bottle.
Yeah.
So this is how you find out what kind it is.
Yeah.
So this is how you find out what kind you've made.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess?
Oh, it's gonna be dark.
It's gonna be dark.
Yeah, it's towards the end of the year.
So at the beginning of the year is when you get the lighter stuff?
Yeah, typically.
That.
And yeah,
Oh wow. So yeah, so it's dark.
yeah, it's dark.
Which one's the one that you just did?
This one right
In
here.
the middle.
Yep. And it's probably even darker than that.
Wow.
Yep.
Neat.
Yep.
So then you'll label this as
I'll
a-
label this barrel, the whole barrel, as dark.
I would like a sample.
That's cool.
Todd, do you want a sample?
Yeah, it's not gonna give you the shits, is it?
No, no, no.
Filtered.
Because it's been filtered. So,
I gave you a lot, sorry.
oh wow, look at that. So and it's already cooled down quite a bit. Are we doing like a?
Well, you had some in here and you let it sit. So when you
Yeah.
add the other stuff in, it didn't, it cooled it down a little bit.
So do I do a cheers?
Right here you go.
Can we do it? Can we get us both in here? All right.
Cheers. I already
Cheers.
sipped mine.
That's all right. Oh wow, and it's still warm.
The best when it's warm.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's so cool. Look at that. I haven't had dinner yet, so. So you're not going to get maple syrup any fresher than that.
Nope, you won't.
Cool.
We got a little bit of a mess here.
So I have friends that work in restaurants, like pizza restaurants or whatever, and they're sick of pizza. So do you guys get sick of maple syrup?
Oh,
Well,
no.
I'm guessing no.
No.
It's such a short time period.
Yeah.
That you're getting it. You're lucky to have it.
Yeah. And for your friends that are sick of eating pizza, they should get some of our maple sugar and put it on the crust because then they
Makes it
will.
whole. Yeah.
Ooh.
That makes
Yeah.
it. Putting it on the crust makes it.
You won't be sick of it anymore.
So let's hit your website and like the different products that you have then.
Yes, we have maple syrup, of course, different sizes. Some maple seasonings, maple sugar, maple cream, honey, some Maple Hill Farm apparel.
Wow.
And that's the package.
So what's the website?
MapleHillFarmBartonVT.com.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's going to be right here.
Yeah,
right here on the screen.
Yeah, and it's on
and
our
on the shirt. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Cool.
Except for the .com, but yeah.
.com. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. That was great. I learned a lot today. Hopefully my audio. Hopefully you guys were listening and you learned stuff too.
Yes, and thank you for tuning in and watching Coffee with Todd.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. And that's definitely the freshest syrup I've ever tasted.
Good.
It's good. It's
well,
nice and warm.
To go home with.
Oh, is that for me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go. So that is how maple syrup is made right here at Maple Hill Farm. So cool. Yeah. Cheers. All right, that was fun.
Yeah.
I know that video is a couple years old, but I like showing it because it's really neat. And this is the perfect weekend to do it because it's Maple Open House weekend here in Vermont. So that's how maple is made, y'all. And we actually have some swag from Maple Hill Farm because this is the maple syrup that we endorse here on Coffee with Todd. Look at that. We have this a half gallon, I guess. It's good stuff. Yeah. Which one is this? This is dark.
It's quite delicious.
Robust taste.
Yum.
Grade A dark. Yes, it's very good.
That's really good.
We also have some of their sugar. Look at this. You can't really see
it. Nick and Stephanie, if you're watching, I'm going to have to order some more maple sugar from you.
Pure Vermont maple sugar. Anyway, it is Maple Open House weekend. So if you want to see a lot of that stuff for yourself and you are in Vermont, find a sugar house that's open and they're supposed to let you in. Tina says, definitely listening. Awesome field trip. Thank you. Tim says, sweet science lesson. Yeah, it's very cool. That's why you
wore your science hat today.
That's right. Scientist Todd. Oh, that was a fun show. Have a great week as well, Marie. Paul did post the link for the show this summer. I know it's a few months away, but summer goes fast here in Vermont. So if you want to check this show out, there is a link in the description of the video, or if you're watching on Twitch, this is it, because I don't think Twitch has a description. But anyway, nonprofit show, all proceeds donated to any KTV public television. Pre-purchase tickets for the Blues Night show at the Haskell Opera House in I guess it cut off the rest of it. Derby. Line Vermont, August 16th. Or you can pick up your tickets at the door. That's going to be a really fun show.
Yeah.
Just like Coffee with Todd. It was a really fun show. All right. I guess that's the show. I want to thank Nick and Stephanie again for... boy, we do a lot of stuff with them. We get our Christmas trees with them. We get maple syrup with them. Yeah, they're awesome. And we order stuff from them as well. We put our mouth where our money is. See? Maple Hill Fams.
We've already put a good dent in it. See that?
Yeah, we have. That was just from one breakfast. No, just kidding. We probably use less maple syrup than your average Vermonter, because I know some that use it a lot. We use it, but...
Yeah. We like it and stuff and bake with it.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. That's why we always get the dark.
And there's electrolytes in it, so it's good for boosting your electrolytes.
Yeah.
All good stuff.
What does Mike say? My neighbor, when I lived in Newport Center, used to tap a maple tree we had on our property, and we used to do sugar on snow to get maple popcorn. Oh,
I could drizzle some of that on there, or maple sugar a little bit. I love homemade popcorn, so any way to change it up, that's a good idea.
Have a great week to Aaron.
Have a great week, Aaron.
Have a great week to Tim.
Have a great week, Tim.
Have a great day to Tina.
Great day, Tina.
It's a beautiful day. It is sunny out. It's
Sun's
cold.
out.
It's cold. Brondo has electrolytes.
Rondo.
Yeah, it's from Idiocracy.
Oh, God.
It's what plants crave.
I prefer maple syrup.
But what is electrolytes? Plants crave it. Such a good movie. All right, that's the show. We need to go eat breakfast.
Yes.
We'll be back next week, of course, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't freeze.
And the sap's still flowing.
If the good Lord's willing and the sap's still flowing, and all the rivers don't freeze, we'll be back for Coffee with Todd here next week. Yeah. Neat. Be safe. Be well, guys. Thank you for tuning in each and every week. It means a lot to me that you spend some of your Sunday mornings with me. And we're looking forward to next Sunday right here on Coffee with Todd. Cheers.